And welcome back. It only made sense that Joe Mauer would retire as a Minnesota Twin. After all, he's a hometown boy who was destined to play for the team after being drafted #1 overall and turning down a chance to play quarterback at the highest level in college. And you knew that this was coming when he caught for one inning in the season finale. He also had that typical double. There were his twins cheering for Daddy. What a big day it was for Mauer, since concussions actually ended his career as a catcher. And this was really emotional when he came out to catch one inning on the final day. Keep in mind, he was an MVP, won batting titles, and did something very few professional athletes do, and that's play with one team, and in his case, the team that he loved as a kid.
You know, I don't see this, like I said, as a farewell. I'm going to raise my kids here. My family's here, born and raised. I was a Twins fan before I was a Twin. I'll be a Twins fan after I'm done as a player, so I don't plan on going anywhere.
And again, fear of future concussions played a huge role in his decision. He said the last few months of the season were very emotional as he considered retirement. There's a good chance you might see #7 in Cooperstown someday. Well, Gabe Watson fell just short of reaching the 2,000-yard rushing mark in the Cougars of USF season finale, which pretty much tells you how good his year was for the Cougars. Zach Borg has more on our Carl's TV and Appliance Athlete of the Week.
As first impressions go, it'll be tough for anyone who ever wears a Sioux Falls uniform to top the one Gabe Watson made in 2018.
Thought he'd be a good football player, but what he's doing is amazing right now. And I don't want to say he's exceeded expectations because I don't know where he can get to.
Cougar fans can thank a three-time Super Bowl champion for the impact he made on the junior as he grew up in San Francisco and Oakland.
Back when I was younger, my dad's a huge Niner fan. I remember days when I was a little kid watching Niner games with him, and he'd always talk about Roger Craig, running back in the day, wore 33, and he was first running back to go for 1,000 yards rushing and receiving. Huge milestone for running back, so he was a big inspiration for me when I started playing. So I thought I'd wear the number, see if that can rub off on me. He just always talked about how running back was like the most versatile position on the field. I want to be an athlete.
And that showed throughout his first year with the Cougs.
He's very complete. He can catch the football. He stays in on our protection downs, and he can use his physical size. And, I think he'll bristle a little bit when you talk about bruising style because he likes to run away from people.
Watson, you're kidding me. He's going to score. 74 more yards. Who can stop him?
It led to the best rushing season in Sioux Falls history. Watson set the school's single-game record with 320 yards at Moorhead on October 20th, on his way to a single-season record 1,957 yards. That, along with his 26 touchdown runs, were tops in all of Division II.
It's glad to see that hard work's paying off, and I just want to keep contributing for the team. I don't want to put myself in a box. I try to do one thing too much. Defenses can key on that, so got to keep doing everything.
It's the kind of start that has Cougar fans eager to see what Gabe has in store for an encore in 2019. Zach Borg, KDLT Sports.
Speaking of football, for the second straight year, the Northwestern Red Raiders are heading to the NEIA playoffs, and this time they'll get to host Northwestern. Northwestern finished the season 9-1, ranked 5th in the NEIA, with their lone loss to undefeated and top-seeded Morningside. It's the second straight year they've gone with just one loss. Head coach Matt McCarty was on Calling All Sports today. You can catch that interview on the archive portion of our page. And again, they play Dickinson State on Saturday. And finally, the Lincoln boys cross-country team won the South Dakota State Championship in record time at Yankton Trails just a few weeks ago. A similar performance in yesterday's Nike Cross Heartland Regional might have given them a chance to compete for a national championship. Lincoln hoping for a top 2 finish that would mean an automatic qualifier into the national meet in Portland on December 1st. The winner of the boys race, defending champion Drew Bosley. As for the Patriot boys, wearing the Bison Running Company logo on their jersey, they can't wear Lincoln jerseys because their official season is over. They finished in 10th place. They just had a great year. As for the girls, the battle of Minnesota State champions, AA winner Emily Covert of Minneapolis Washburn pulls away from Cotter's Grace Ping for the victory in 17:06, and they braved the elements yesterday at Yankton Trails. We'll be right back.